which also means that they're probably going to have map control, which means they're going to have vision, which means that this...
Oh, it's a top lane rise. I actually kind of love this.
Yeah.
Kellen in a little bit of trouble, does have to flash to get himself out of the way, as somehow that beat drop does nothing at all. Meanwhile, Owner is going to discover Raptor here in his jungle. The bird is moving down, though. And Arcane Smash, there's that extra 10 damage, baby.
There you go.
And
I think he's dead.
He's going to look for it. There's a twisted advance and the Arcane Smash! It's called Bramble Smash now, ladies and gentlemen. It hasn't been Arcane Smash for a very long time, as now Faker is looking to try and get that kill back. Oh, Raptor gets the level up! And he's able to stay alive. Look at that. Cool, calm, and collected in the PJs. And just strolls his way out.
This is just such a performance out of BNK today. He gets 6, and maybe they can make a play, but Yone has Prio. Atlas, this is a bit of a strong start here with the Prio in these lanes. The Rise is winning too.
Oh, okay. There's the ulti from Vikla. Finds Faker here, and that's the solo bolo for Vikla, and he walks his way out. And in the meantime, the smite is going to go over to Owner. He does finally find level 6 as Twisted advances onto a clone.
You want to see with that swap of the Rise into the top lane. And for Vikla as a player, it's always the aggressive picks you're excited about, right? It's the Yones, the Akalis, the Aris, right? He got the flash to get the egg earlier, and now he knows no egg.
Yep, and he already called it as well. Gets the knock-up, gets that perfect setup, and just knows. As meanwhile, we've got Clear in a bit of trouble here towards the top side of the map. Flashed, but that is not going to get him out of dodge. As now, the return on the bottom side, as there is the Nature's Grasp. The encore comes through, good flash from Pays, goes right over the top, but the beat has been dropped. Still, Pays survives with 100 health. The arrow going to connect the splash damage. Not enough, and Carrier blocks the volley. And the curtains are now getting called. Flash out there from Diablo as Raptor gets the interrupt. And Diablo, can you actually get any of the kills here as BNK looks to try and turn this around? If at first you don't succeed, try again. And there are no teleports to try and get under here. There's the high note, and that's the double kill for Kellen.
Raptor doesn't pick up aggro, he doesn't touch him, and he gets away.
Yeah, Diablo was able to take that first turret shot. They got the reset, so it's not doing that massive amount of ramp damage. As now Clear and Doran continuing to fight. Slicing Maelstrom comes in here as Clear looking to escape and is going to be able to do so with that Realm Warp. As Doran still looks for it, it just finds the solo! Oh, that was a mistake there from the Rise. Meanwhile, we've got another team fight happening as the Nature is grasping one more time. And Vikla, oh, just barely out of range.
Happen here because they're going to lose their bottom turrets. They need a cross map. There's the TP from Carrier. They are going to go for the dive.
Yeah, well, Clear doesn't have any minions to worry about, but the curtains have been called, and the rest of T1 are here. Let's see whether the DDR is going to work.
Arrow coming.
As the slow comes on through, yes, the arrow is going to ascend. That does connect onto Carrier. Fair bit of damage back, but Pays is still able to lock that one down. And yeah, that is just a little bit of an overloading of the top side of the map there for T1. And Diablo, in the meantime, just takes that first turret off the map.
And look at how long it's going to take them to take this turret down as well.
Man, this is kind of absurd. It's, what, a 40 CS lead here for Diablo. And he's now got 3 daggers. He's full build. My goodness. Kraken Slayer done, though. That's obviously the main thing. Pretty high value soul as well, as it's Ocean and Chemtech, our first 2. As out goes Vikla. Doran is pretty scary. Slicing Maelstrom comes through, but the rest of BNK are making their way over. That's a solo.
Me and I press R and they die. I'm not really doing anything skillful. I'm killing them. And Doran's just the punish guy today as we're going to see a fight.
Yeah, they're going to look for the angle here as the Encore does come on down. That is going to interrupt the engage, but Owner is already dead. Diablo gets so much of his health back with that surround sound and a huge shield from his barrier as well. That's Clear locking down the kill onto Carrier. The flash from Faker really wanting to take down Diablo. But the Ash is looking to try and kite. The beat drops, and he's down to the egg once again. Diablo stands strong, and BNK find another team fight.
Find you a support who watches Diablo like Kellen does.
Absolutely.
Hey, this guy has Echoes of Helia online here, and he's going to pick up a bunch of extra gold. He got the double kill early on in the game. He even picks up the kill.
Oh, man, look at his health bar. Goes down to 200, then gets the barrier and the surround sound from this Seraphine.
I didn't even quite realize that he just barely got over the wall as well. He he knows the range. He's begging, asking for help for Kellen. Kellen throws up. I want to watch Kellen's first-person view on this one as well.
Nicely played. And now, this outer turret in a bit of trouble as he procs the Q, and Diablo should be able to grab it. There it is.
I think we don't have a lot of game on our hands in this one.
Yeah, the game has drifted over to the other side as now Vickler is trying to get a little bit back here as Doran, another ulti comes on through. This time, Vickler out of range as he rebinds, but Owner is going to move on over. Let's see whether Vickler can at least kill the minion wave before he does go down.
BNK, I think it's Doran's birthday.
Yeah, I think so. That is going to be Vickler going down.
Doran's like, what are they doing? I'm really just, I'm getting confused.
I mean, he's been like 100% kill contribution top laner is not what I had on my bingo card.
As they're going to get this this Herald BNK on the other side of the map, so it's not a huge win for T1, but Doran is quite large, has TP, but obviously no ultimate, and there's no fight here. Diablo picks up
compositions to be
blue buff, which is pretty good for Ashe. And how does T1 get in here? Like, really, more specifically, how does Doran get in here? Because right now he is T1. There's no one else, and
Flash, Dash Cannon, Wolf, that's how.
I think he said, you know what, let's try to go in here on the 4th dragon.
Yeah, as well. 2 items on the double kill Seraphine. There's a knock-up onto Doran. Flash Twisted Advance comes on through as the Nature is grasping one more time. Ulti comes down, but Doran is able to buy a little bit of space. Still, the Kitty Cat comes down, and Vickler is able to lock that one up. There was also an arrow in the air.
It'll take a while.
Yeah, Vickler is going to have to teleport in here. Let's see where he's going to go, as the teleport in the backline is going to come on through. BNK do manage to get here, but T1 have this Baron so incredibly low. Arrow going to connect. There is the Encore. That's the Baron secured, but can they keep themselves alive as the Nature's Grasp comes down, and Owner is going to be the first one to die. Clear has now found Doran, and Doran's just going to die? A solo kill for the Rise, who has felt like an afterthought this game.
T1. And they had Doran on the flank to try to mitigate any sort of team fight.
Raptor looking to engage Cone his way in as Carrier in a bit of trouble. Has to flash to get himself out of the way. Faker slowed down by the volley as Diablo's in the front line. Does get hit by that crit, but it is going to be Raptor now that's in a little bit of trouble. Look at that health bar though, it's gigantic, and in goes Vickler finding the ulti angle, and they just eviscerate Carrier and get themselves out.
And Clear isn't even here. He is going to show up here on the flank now, but they're essentially doing this fight without him, and now Owner thinks he can get his buff.
And maybe Dagon was right this whole time. Maybe Raptor is just the greatest jungler ever. As Vickler is down very, very low. There's a slicing Maelstrom, but there's no follow-up onto Doran. And now the curtains are being called. Faker in a bit of trouble as Clear does have his Seraphs, and so the shield is going to help him.
And so we don't misquote Dagon. Dagon said he was top 3. If he wins this series, you know, he will be.
I was being a little facetious, you know, as now Faker is going to look for Diablo. He has the barrier, and down he goes to the egg. Pays is dead as well as the Q snipes him down. And there goes the Anivia. Carrier cannot do anything. He's dead. It's a double for Diablo. And BNK, I think, are just going to march down this bottom lane and look to put an end to game number 3.
This was a very, very creative draft that I wasn't sure if we could trust, because it's just kind of unexplored territory, but they made it look absolutely broken. The coordination was great.
And with the Red Bull Baron power play, it looks like T1 is sponsoring Red Bull after all of that money, as finally Raptor does go down. This inhibitor turret is going to go as well. A 5,000 negative Red Bull Baron power play. That is a large one, as now Vickler could be getting flanked. Carrier looking to make his way in, but Doran, I don't think he's going to be able to get the follow-up. Of course, they've taken the first 3 all for themselves. Vickler looking for a few Qs, does miss most of them. Good footwork there from Faker.
Faker's like, oh, thank God it's over.
Who was the most powerful member of his team. And speaking of gold lead, Owner actually does have one as well, which is kind of crazy. Arrow going to catch Carrier in the middle of his grand exit, and Diablo just walks him down. Is it going to be enough, though, as they look for the curtain call, and Diablo just stands behind the tanky boys. The Wukong aren't able to do anything, and BNK just wipe out 2 already. Now Faker, Pays, and Doran, can they hold on to the base? That is the question. Slicing Maelstrom is there, and it's going to need to be massive. Clear takes matters into his own hands. There's the ulti from Vickler, and they just take down the cannon before Doran can do anything at all. And Clear is just tanking up. Nexus turrets doesn't seem to care too much at all as Diablo is peppering these ones down. Faker is discovered. The flash twisted advance there from Raptor is good as Carrier has respawned already. Gets a nice double knock-up. But where is the damage? It is just absent here on T1. BNK's lead too large. And they will take down both Nexus turrets and the Nexus and look for match point. One more win from this team as Diablo goes complete beast mode in the enemy fountain. The Nexus is destroyed. destroyed.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.